Welcome to Real Judaism with Rabbi Klapper. Unfiltered wisdom for Jewish life.
It's a great elevation for all of creation to serve the complete person who has the kedusha of Hashem in him, meaning that the world has a purpose. Not just that the Jewish people have a purpose, but the world has a purpose. There is an elevation that the entire world is supposed to reach. The entire world is supposed to get to a point where there's a certain closeness that everything has to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. But there's a derech. There's a way to get to that. There are different levels, just like amongst the Jewish people. There are different levels of people. There's Kohanim, there are Levim, there are Yisraelim, there are men, there are women, there are Gedolim, there are Ketanim, there are Bar Mitzvah, Bat Mitzvah, below Bar Mitzvah, and Bat Mitzvah. There are different levels, and each level has a job, and each level also is supposed to be getting something from the level above it. Not everybody is supposed to be Kohanim. The Kohanim are supposed to be doing a certain type of service to Hashem that nobody else can do. They are on a higher level of kedusha. They can serve in the Beis HaMikdash when the rest of the Jewish people can't. They are representatives. But, like we say, that when a person is close to those on a higher level to him, and they serve them, like a person who's Mishamish Talmidei Chachamim, such a person is elevated. When you're serving a Talmid Chacham, you're elevated too. That's the mitzvah of a dafka boy, that a person should cling to Hashem, means that he should serve Talmidei Chachamim. So it's the same thing with the rest of the creation of the world. Hashem created the Jewish people to be the leaders of the world in order to bring people closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And by serving those leaders, the rest of the world is elevated too. And that's the way it's supposed to be. That's what HaKadosh Baruch Hu had intended that the world should be. The nations of the world are supposed to get closer to HaKadosh Baruch Hu by serving Klal Yisrael. And this applies, as he is about to say, to even to inanimate objects. The whole Bria can be elevated. Even things that don't have no life whatsoever can be elevated by their closeness or their use by Talmidei Chachamim. This idea was brought out that HaKadosh Baruch Hu created a special light that Hashem put away, and He put it away specifically for tzaddikim. This is what the Gemara says: Kevin Shira HaKadosh Baruch Hu or Shegnozo LaTzaddikim Samach. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu saw the special light that was put away for tzaddikim, that they're going to get this special benefit from this light, He was happy. But it's very interesting. What's the pasuk they quote? Shene'amar, or tzaddikim yismach. The light of tzaddikim will be happy. It's very interesting because it sounds like that Hashem was happy. But then they bring a pasuk that says that the or itself was happy. The light itself was happy because it gets to be for tzaddikim. So it's very interesting. It sounds like that the light itself has a certain toelis. HaKadosh Baruch Hu decided that this light should be for tzaddikim, and the light is so happy that it gets to be connected to tzaddikim. And it's the same thing with the next source that he brings. Yaakov, a famous Gemara, that the stones that Yaakov Avinu took when he was running away from Esav and was going towards Haran to get married and to build a family. So he was there in the place where he had his dream about the ladder. And there it says that he put from the rocks that were in that area around his head, and he put him around the head, Amru. The Gemara says, Amru Rabbi Yitzchak, Melamed shenitkaptu kulam lamakom echad v'ayzer kol achaz omeret alaya niktzadik roisho. All the rocks had a fight. They're the ones that the tzaddik puts his head on. And there was a nace that happened. HaKadosh Baruch Hu took all those rocks that had this argument and He turned them into one rock. And eventually that one rock turned into a mizbeach. And the reason why is because all of them wanted to be mishamish. Yaakov Avinu. If you're serving something that's greater than you, then you get elevated also. And that applies even to rocks. We see this idea that using physicality in this world in the right way elevates that physicality. It makes those physical things special. It brings them up versus bringing ourselves down. Everything, there's this balance that a person has to have. Why are we using the physical aspects of this world? Right? This paragraph started off, Imtamik od be'inyan. If you look deeper into it, you'll see that the world has a purpose. The physical world, it's not just that we need to deal with our tests in this world. It's just, we got to get out of here. We got to get through this world as fast as we can and without as many bruises as we possibly can. No, that's much deeper than that. It's much bigger than that. We are supposed to be elevating the world. We are supposed to be, with our use of the world, bringing the world to a higher place, to a place of more kedusha. That's what a person is supposed to be doing. And that's what the world wants, essentially. The world itself wants to be elevated. And it's our job to do that. It's about this that the Medrash says, Midrash Koheles, this is what it says. The pasuk in Koheles says, look at the works of Hashem. And this, the Medrash says, was a reference to Hashem talking to Adam Arishon when he created the world. At the time that the Kadosh Baruch Hu created the world, and he created man, the first man, he took him around Gan Eden, and he showed him all the trees of Gan Eden. And he said to him, look at all the things that I've created. Look how beautiful they are. Not just physically beautiful, but they have such an elevation. This was before Adam Arishon was choite. Look how incredible they are. Kol masha barati bishvilcha barati. I created all of these things for you. Tein dascha, please pay attention. Lo titkalkel b'tachriv es oilami. Don't ruin my world. There's a to'elis, there is a real purpose to this physical world that we're put in. And we have to realize we are part of elevating that physical world. We need to know how to use it. There are tests in the world. And if we overcome the test, not only are we coming out clean, not only are we coming out elevated, but we elevate all the things around us as well. And that is the purpose of the world. HaKadosh Baruch Hu wants to come to a point where the whole world is coming to be Mekadesh Shem Shemayim. The whole world is a Kiddush Hashem. And the more that we do what we're supposed to do in this world, we'll elevate ourselves and we will elevate those around us, even inanimate objects around us, we will elevate. Okay, Bez Hashem, we'll finish up here.
Thank you for joining Real Judaism, where we explore Torah's wisdom for real life. Created by J Foundations and produced by Eli Podcast Productions. Find more episodes at realjudaism.org and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts.